Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Kid and I hope that you are doing really well. I am eating some Mexican panuchos, and if you don't know what is a panucho, is a toast. It's like a really toast tortilla with meat, with pork, with meat, pork meat on top with pickled onions, and we call this cochinita pibil in Mexico. Cochinita pibil, the panuchos. Uh, it's lacking the beans. It's also supposed to have beans on the bottom of the toast tortilla. But yeah, you are not here to talk about panuchos. You are here because I said something really interesting in the title. Money and wealth are not worth it. And by this, I mean really becoming yourself a millionaire. Sorry, I will be eating this while I'm talk. Why? Because it's my channel. But it's also spicy. But it's also spicy. What do I mean by being rich? Being rich is having enough money to live about 10 lives and don't have the need to worry about money anymore. This means uh, even your grandchildren could still be benefiting from your wealth after you are long gone, after you passed away. That's what I mean by being rich. Having so much money that you could literally live 100 years, 100 more years without working and being able to just breeze through those 100 years without working for money. That's what I mean by being rich. Having an absurd amount of money so high that you could live multiple lives without the need to work for money. That's practically it. So, why is not worth it? Why is not worth it? Well, because in the first place, is not what it seems. People seem to have been brainwashed by social media and popular content into thinking, um, well, social media and mainstream media have brainwashed people into thinking that rich people are cool, glamorous, are interesting, are more fun than others, but it's usually completely the opposite case. There has been a lot of study on this, and the conclusion is that a lot of these rich people live more than normal lives. Their lives are boring as any other lives. They are not fun, they are not more cool, they are not more mysterious. And sometimes all of that is just an stereotype. Sometimes that is just an image that is founded on superficial things like a rich guy posing besides his Lamborghini and uploading that photo to Instagram, and him recording himself on a yacht or a private plane, and people think that's all that they do. People think that they only are traveling all the time in private jets. They think they are traveling all the time in private yachts. They think they are surrounded by women. They think they are the soul of the party. They think they are fun, entertaining, that they're this and that. And honestly, you are just projecting, bro. You are just projecting what you think life should be, you're just projecting your ideal self or ideal life to someone that has the resources to do it. But even when those same guys get to experience what is to be on the other side and how all those things, they became depressed. They start to having existential crises. And after the 100th trip to Malaysia in their private plane, it becomes boring, bro. People think that when you are rich, you are outside of time, living in a bubble where the only thing that is happening is a recursive infinite loop of you going to luxury restaurants, um, uh, going in private jets, and being surrounded by women, and that this happens like in a capsule lost in time. No, you are going to live many years, many months, many weeks, many days, in which if you continue to do the same over and over and over, do you think that you are going to enjoy it after 10 years of doing it? Maybe not. Maybe you are not going to enjoy going to your 10,000 trip to Hong Kong in your private jet because it has lost all novelty. And people don't realize how fast things lose their novelty, lose their shiny syndrome object. They don't realize how so many things that look like gold are not gold. And when they are rich, lonely, and people only look to them for money and for clout, then other problems start to come. And that's not the only problem with wealth, that's only the superficial problem with wealth. That's only the superficial stuff. Want to know more? Let me finish this panucho first. Hmm. Hmm. So, what's the second problem with being rich and having wealth? Acquiring it, having it, earning rich amounts of money. That's the second problem. Earning rich amounts of money, earning millions of dollars, doesn't happen from night to day. It doesn't happen from one day to another. Sometimes these people that you see that are rich have spent almost all their lives trying to do that. And their cases were 16 years old, 18 years old, become millionaire by doing drop shipping with Shopify. Do you know how rare that is? Shopify millionaires 16 to 18 years old. Well, let me put it straight to you. It's the 0.00001% of all the billions of humans that live here. 0.0001%. So, if a 16-year-old became millionaire by doing drop shipping with cheap items, do you think that you are going to do the same? Exactly. Things start to getting interesting because the real rich dude that is legitimate in a sense, because anything is legitimate, even the 16-year-old is legitimate, but the 35-year-old, the 45-year-old, the 50-year-old tell another story. People that are rich at 50 years old, 45 years old or more, usually have spent all of their lives working without rest days, without a single day where they don't have stress, a single day where they don't have millions of tasks to do, and they can even use their wealth. They can even benefit from their wealth. They can even take advantage of their wealth because they are all the time working. So many people, by the time they are 50, do you know what I tell you? They don't say, oh, I want another yacht, I want another Rolex, oh, I want another Lambo. Do you know what they say? They say, I wish I was 20 again. I wish I was your age. So what does that mean? You know? Well, that means it's literally a scam, brother. Money is worth nothing outside the basic needs. If you have a roof on your head, if you have a place where they sell tacos, and you have people that love you, why you need more money? Why would you need more money, or why would you need money aside from the things that life is supposed to be? And that's the trick. You could buy, listen to me, brother, you could buy 10 Rolexes, you could buy 10 Lambos, and still want more, until the point when you buy the 20 Lambo in your collection and you say, well, all of this is crap, I don't want it, I don't even want it anymore, I'm going to sell all my cars. So the trap of money is thinking you can buy life. That's the trap of being rich, thinking that somehow buying things is going to fill the void inside you. That some way is going to give you purpose, and that you are just only spending your valuable lifetime that is not going to rewind. Life is only straight ahead, no turnbacks. It's straight ahead, you cannot turn back, to realize at the center of the middle of that path that you only have half of your life left to live. But then you're gonna say, well, then what I'm supposed to do? Like, everyone in society, even your grandma, is saying to go rich, to become rich. Well, that's only because everyone is lost and doesn't know how to live life. Life is not something that should be known how to live based on instructions, based on steps to follow. Life is improvisation and freestyle in its nature. In its first core meaning, life is about freedom and freestyling your way in the universe. So what's the right answer? You're gonna say, well, that's the thing, there's no right answer, but thinking there's a right answer is what is going to steal years from your life. Because even if you try to be rich, does not guarantee. So why spend 50 years of your life chasing something that could probably not even be real? Like, the possibility of being rich is more random and more arbitrary than you think. And for every one millionaire, there are like millions of dudes that were left behind. That's, I think, the third reason why chasing wealth and chasing millions of dollars is a trap. You could do the exact same as the millionaire that is like on your side. You could copy every one of his movements and still be broke. But the difference is that you have now wasted 50 years of your life and you're still nowhere. So, I cannot speak for you, but I can speak for myself. What is left? Well, for me, what is left is to just understand that I'm not trying to become rich. I'm just trying to have the best life possible at any given moment. And of course, that money is necessary, but that work is not going to be a do or die thing in which if I'm not rich, I will suffer. Instead, if I have work, I have a steady income and a stable income, I am more rich than even those rich people, because with that steady income, I can create art, I can create music, and I can create even graffiti as a hobby. Graffiti is lost in the rain, graffiti is lost when someone paints over it, and that's the philosophy of life. Nothing is eternal, nothing is forever. Everything will decay, everything will disappear. This recording will disappear in 1000 years. The sun will explode at one moment. So, the ephemeral, transitionary aspect of life should inspire you to create to inspire, not create to earn. I will say that again. Your mission should be to create to help others, like with your work, with your skills, and to create to inspire, because inspiration and creativity is the only resource on earth that is free, and that it doesn't depend on how rich you are. Everyone can be creative, everyone can be an artist, everyone can have artistic aspirations. But inspiring is more strong than creating wealth. And sometimes, if you inspire enough people, well, wealth is going to follow. That's it. Thank you and see you in Japan.